Hello, my name is Abby, and I will be talking about my persuasive speech. And the topic that I chose is college tuition and how I think college tuition should be free. Now, college tuition, me personally, I think that if we were to start off, I think we should have undergrad free so it can give students the opportunity to find out what school, like what topic, what subject that they want to focus on. And once they figure out what they want to do for their career, then for grad school, then they could pay. As to have some sort of balance when it comes to payment versus us versus the state paying for our school. Personally, I am a college student and a middle class student, and having free college can help my family worry less about paying for college and have me focus more on studying for school and studying towards my career. In the articles that I have chosen, they support my claims and also contradicts them to find what could be the best solution for college expenses. In the article, Why Free College is Necessary, it talks about how college is more of a privilege that not everyone can afford. A lot of students end up in debt with student loans. They also point out that not only tuition is restricting students, but also how high school prepares students for college. A lot of students aren't really well prepared for college since high schools have systems that aren't really progressing, and that could lead to difficulties once they enter college, creating students to either stay longer than they need to, which can create more debt. Um, they bring up a solution to the issue, which is to support more diverse minority schools. The Obama administration's free college plan is a step in the right direction, but it is only the beginning of an educational justice agenda. The debate reintroduces the concept of public good to higher education discourse. Though there are not a lot of people, money aside, that don't want to go to college and spending additional years in college to get a higher degree, to get a higher paying job. Changing the price of school has a little impact on that choice, leading to my second topic, talking about the pros and cons of free college. In the article Free College Pros and Cons Debate, they talk about the main pros. Free tuition will help student debt. Our society and economics have benefited from tuition-free college in the past, and everyone deserves the opportunity to get a college education. With those pros, there are heavy-loaded cons that can counter that argument. Tuition is only one expense college students have to pay, accounting for only 30 to 75% of total average college costs. Not a lot of people think about the other parts of expenses that people have to pay, like rooming and board, housing, books and supplies, transportation, and other expenses. Without tuition, college still costs an average of $18,000 per year. Even with free tuition, people will still have to pay other expenses, which most people rely on FAFSA to assist in these costs, or they rely on loans or Pell Grants or other form of grants. Um, with free college tuitions, if we aren't paying, then who is? In this article, it discusses how the state has to pay for students' tuitions, which could lead to increasing taxes to cover the cost of college. But it also says long term it can benefit people, can help people get better jobs. These people contribute more to the economy and society, home buying, charity, volunteering, and more. The GI Bill led to a higher educated and accomplished group of professionals. Though the cost of college would still be high, with free tuition it can help students better balance the cost of college to a more manageable amount. Having free tuition can also bring a lot of opportunities to students, creating better access to higher education, though some argue that could create more unwilling students to go into college, wasting tax-paying dollars. Though that argument can be very limited, yes, some students might not want to go, but are influenced by family or others. But I wouldn't consider it a waste if they leave after a certain amount of time. As I stated before, having undergrad students with have free tuition could also take the pressure off of attending college, making college seem less of an intimidating course of action. The fundamental argument is whether today's circumstances economically, politically, and institutionally will allow a similar return on investment, which is why it is a complicated and important topic of discussion. Okay, and my other article is Free College a Good Idea? That article discusses the concept of free college has gained bipartisan support with President Biden and First Lady Michelle Obama promoting it. They have a project that demonstrates that they offered $12,000 to aid first-time ninth graders at a public school. That the early commitment nature of the program had some modest positive effects on some high schools. Although it did not prove high school academic achievement, it increased college expectations and the steps students took to prepare for college. The program recipients also reported working harder because of the program, which highlights the fact that free college might also help address not only college-going rates, but the long-term stagnancy in high school outcomes. Open access aid, while more expensive than traditional financial aid, has larger effects on college outcomes and future earnings than the government and society as a whole. Evidence is important when making policy decisions, and more research is shown that free college programs can work. This makes the idea of national free college plans more believable. But there are still some challenges, like changes in politics and education system, students moving from four-year colleges to schools with lower graduation rates, and the difficulty of getting support from both political parties. They suggest that there are other ways to make college more affordable, like increasing Pell Grants or offering better loan payment plans. Nevertheless, it looks like the country is getting closer to making some kind of free college plan happen, and the more proof that we collect, the more it seems like a good idea. Considering all the pros and cons, I believe that there is a strong possibility that free tuition can become a reality, and it could be beneficial in the long run. College is something that continues to grow and change, and I think it could continue in a way that benefits everyone. College can start small with just undergrad school if they're worried about taxes and finances, like I mentioned earlier. The more diverse that colleges are letting more diversity come in, that they should adapt to that. Giving this opportunity to people that can help the community grow in other ways and support lots of families. College shouldn't be financially scary, but to save the challenges of college to education. And this is my speech. Thank you for listening.